Oakland, nestled just east of San Francisco in the heart of California's Bay Area, is known for its vibrant culture, historical significance, and economic contributions. However, the city's crime rate is 175% higher than the national average, which makes safety a significant concern for both residents and visitors. If you're planning to explore or relocate to Oakland, it's essential to know which neighborhoods present the highest risks. Here's a closer look at the 12 most dangerous areas in Oakland, starting with Peralta-Laney. Peralta-Laney. Peralta-Laney is a small but notably risky neighborhood in Oakland. Positioned roughly a mile east of downtown, this area is anchored by Laney College, making it a popular hub for students who want to live near the heart of the city. Despite its academic focus and proximity to central Oakland, Peralta-Laney faces alarming crime statistics that significantly overshadow the national average. According to reports, 85% of the crimes in this neighborhood happen within or near the Laney College campus, painting a stark picture of the area's security challenges. The overall crime rate in Peralta-Laney reaches a staggering 13,698 incidents per 100,000 residents, which is 489% above the national average. This means that individuals here are nearly 5 times more likely to encounter criminal activity compared to most areas in the U.S. What's even more concerning is the violent crime rate, which stands at 605% higher than the national figure. The odds of becoming a victim of crime in Peralta-Laney are about 1 in 8, making it one of the riskiest neighborhoods in Oakland for both residents and visitors alike. Despite the academic environment, the high crime levels significantly impact the quality of life in this area, making it crucial for people to exercise extreme caution when navigating or considering residence here. Eastmont. Eastmont holds the unfortunate title of being the most dangerous neighborhood in Oakland. With a crime rate soaring 419% above the national average and 139% higher than the city's already high rates, Eastmont stands out as a particularly unsafe area in southern Oakland. Despite having a relatively small population of around 3,000 residents, this neighborhood has been plagued by a long history of violent crime. One of the most tragic incidents in Eastmont's history occurred on March 21, 2009, when 4 Oakland police officers were fatally shot near the Eastmont Town Center. This was one of the deadliest attacks on law enforcement in California's history, highlighting the extreme dangers faced by both residents and authorities in the area. In addition to violent crime, property crimes such as car theft and burglary are rampant, making day-to-day life here fraught with challenges. Visitors and locals must remain vigilant, as Eastmont's reputation for crime is deeply entrenched and shows no sign of abating. Acorn. Located near downtown Oakland, Acorn is another neighborhood that struggles with high crime rates, which have been steadily increasing since 2020. With a population of just over 2,200, Acorn may seem small, but its crime rate is a staggering 416% higher than the national average. This surge in crime has made Acorn one of the most dangerous areas in Oakland for both violent and property-related offenses. Shootings, robberies, and assaults are common occurrences here, and theft-related crimes such as burglary and car break-ins are also on the rise. The neighborhood's struggles with homelessness and drug addiction have exacerbated these issues, creating an environment where residents often feel unsafe. Despite its proximity to downtown, Acorn's persistent crime challenges make it a neighborhood that requires considerable caution and awareness for anyone living in or passing through the area. Webster. Webster is a troubled neighborhood situated just beyond the boundaries of downtown Oakland. With a population of 3,681, this area suffers from a crime rate that is a staggering 414% higher than the national average and more than double the already high crime rate of the city. Homelessness and drug addiction are rampant problems in Webster, contributing to the unsafe conditions that both residents and visitors frequently encounter. One of the most common complaints about Webster is the state of its streets, which are often unsanitary, with trash and homeless encampments scattered throughout. This adds to the overall sense of disorder and insecurity in the area. Theft and other property crimes are prevalent, making everyday life here difficult for those who call it home. For anyone planning to visit or pass through, extreme caution is advised, as the neighborhood's high crime rate and deteriorating conditions make it one of Oakland's most challenging areas. Fitchburg. Fitchburg, located in southern Oakland near Alameda, also ranks as one of the city's most dangerous neighborhoods. Despite its small population of just over 3,000 residents, Fitchburg faces alarmingly high crime rates, with figures showing it to be 397% above the national average. Violent crimes in particular are a major concern here, as the neighborhood sees frequent shootings, homicides, robberies, and assaults. In 2022 alone, nearly 6,600 property crimes were reported in Fitchburg, further highlighting the instability in the area. With crime impacting nearly every aspect of daily life, residents must be constantly on guard. Those considering moving to or visiting this part of Oakland should be aware of the risks and take necessary precautions, as Fitchburg remains one of the most crime-ridden neighborhoods in the city. Hoover-Foster. Hoover-Foster, sometimes referred to as Hoover-Durant, is another neighborhood in Oakland grappling with high levels of crime. Nestled near the intersections of Telegraph Avenue and San Pablo Avenue, this area has a population of roughly 4,061 residents. The crime rate here is 386% above the national average, making it one of the most dangerous parts of the city. Violent crimes such as assaults and robberies are frequent in Hoover-Foster, and theft and drug trafficking also contribute to the area's crime profile. Despite these challenges, there has been some revitalization in parts of the neighborhood. Over recent years, Hoover-Foster has attracted a growing community of artists and musicians, giving parts of the area a more creative and vibrant atmosphere. However, while these efforts have brought some positive change, the neighborhood remains a risky place, especially for those unfamiliar with its crime-ridden history. San Pablo Gateway. Also known as Uptown, San Pablo Gateway is a downtown Oakland neighborhood that, despite its bustling scene of restaurants and shops, struggles with significant safety issues. This area is a hotspot for homelessness, drug use, and property theft, which has contributed to its reputation as one of the more dangerous places in the city. With a population of 2,704, the crime rate in San Pablo Gateway is a staggering 360% above the national average. In 2022, nearly 10,600 property crime incidents were recorded, with vehicle theft being particularly rampant. While the neighborhood has amenities that attract visitors and locals, the high volume of theft and the presence of homeless encampments create an environment that feels unstable and unsafe, requiring residents and tourists alike to remain vigilant. The contrast between the vibrant local businesses and the persistent crime makes this part of downtown Oakland a difficult place to navigate safely. Hawthorne. Hawthorne, located in southern Oakland near the Fruitvale Station, is another neighborhood with an alarming crime rate. This area, home to approximately 3,744 people, has a total crime rate that is 352% above the national average. For years, Hawthorne has been plagued by poverty, and as a result, crime has become deeply embedded in the neighborhood's fabric. Shootings, drug trafficking, and robberies are commonplace, making it a particularly dangerous part of the city. Additionally, homelessness is a major issue here, with numerous encampments contributing to the unsanitary conditions of the streets. While Hawthorne is rich in history and has cultural significance, the ongoing struggles with crime and poverty cast a shadow over the daily life of residents, making it a neighborhood where safety remains a critical concern. Foothill Square. Foothill Square is a neighborhood in southern Oakland, situated near the border with San Leandro. Like many of the city's troubled areas, Foothill Square grapples with high levels of both violent and property crime. While violent crimes such as assaults do occur, the bulk of criminal activity here is related to theft and property crimes, which have significantly impacted the quality of life for residents. The neighborhood has a transient population, and homelessness is widespread, contributing to issues such as drug trafficking, burglaries, and petty theft. With a small population of just 1,432 people, Foothill Square still manages to have a crime rate that is 341% above the national average. The combination of transient activity, property crime, and drug-related incidents makes this neighborhood one of the most challenging parts of Oakland in terms of safety. South Kennedy Tract. South Kennedy Tract, a neighborhood nestled between Alameda and Fruitvale Station, ranks as one of the more dangerous areas in Oakland. With a population of roughly 1,893, this neighborhood experiences a crime rate that is 338% higher than the national average. In 2022 alone, there were 2,491 violent crimes and a staggering 12,325 property crimes reported in the area. The most prevalent types of crime include theft, vehicle theft, assault, and burglary, making everyday life in South Kennedy Tract perilous for both residents and visitors. Its combination of violent crime and property crime places South Kennedy Tract firmly among the most hazardous neighborhoods in the city. Fremont, a neighborhood in southern Oakland, is another area that struggles significantly with crime. Home to about 5,600 people, Fremont has a crime rate that is an overwhelming 330% higher than the national average. Residents face a 1 in 14 chance of becoming the victim of a crime, highlighting the dangerous reality of life in this community. Violent crimes are particularly prevalent, with homicides, gun violence, and burglaries being common occurrences. Fremont also faces a persistent problem with gang activity, which contributes to the high levels of drug trafficking and violence. This makes Fremont one of the most unsafe neighborhoods in Oakland, where crime is an unfortunate constant in daily life. Arroyo Viejo. Arroyo Viejo, a neighborhood in southeast Oakland, takes its name from the creek that flows through the area. Arroyo Viejo, meaning Old Creek in Spanish. Though home to several parks, local businesses, and a community center, this residential neighborhood remains one of the more dangerous areas in Oakland. While improvements have been noted, Arroyo Viejo still struggles with a total crime rate of 9,645 incidents per 100,000 residents. This figure places its crime rate 21% higher than the rest of Oakland and 315% above the national average. The violent crime rate in Arroyo Viejo is particularly alarming, standing at 597% higher than the national average, meaning that residents face a 1 in 11 chance of falling victim to a crime. While community-driven efforts are underway to enhance safety, Arroyo Viejo remains a challenging neighborhood where crime still casts a significant shadow over the area's day-to-day life.